Hello and welcome from Zurich. I'm Kedar, live for the next half an hour. Hopefully you can see and hear me. There was a little break before, but I think it's working now. If somebody can give me feedback. Okay, so for tonight, in the first section, I would like to read a text on a theme which is quite important in the spiritual life, especially if you are together with a living master, and but can also be with a master from the past. And this is receptivity. If a student is not receptive, what can the master do? The master can give and give and give him light and love and everything, but if he is not receptive, he doesn't get anything. So receptivity is quite an important subject. So this will be the first section. We also would like to share with you a video just got from a friend from New York on a parade that they made in 1976 in New York to celebrate the first 2 years of artwork that Sri Chinmoy did. There were the first 20,000 art pieces, and they made a celebration, a parade out in the street. So this is quite fun, and in fact it's not even published. I just got a first information copy from my friend who filmed it at that time. It probably will be online at a later state. So this is world exclusive, and it's also a good time because on the 19th of November, in a couple of days, it will be the 40th anniversary of Sri Chinmoy's artwork. On the 19th of November 1974, he painted a rose. This was this rose that you saw the last couple of minutes on the screen, and you saw him sitting there, and this was his first painting, one of tenth of thousands he did in later times. I'm still not 100% perfect with my voice, but hopefully I can manage to do it tonight. So the chapter for tonight and the subject is receptivity. During your meditation, just try to throw your outer and inner existence into my transcendental consciousness. That means a consciousness where he can be seen in a very high state of consciousness. You do not have to think of anything. Just throw yourself into the sea. Then this sea will feed you with light, peace, bliss, and power. But do not expect any particular divine quality from me. I may want to give you one quality, but if you expect something else, at that time you are binding yourself with your expectation, and also you are binding me. Human expectation is very limited. Suppose you want peace, divine peace. When you expect, immediately your mind acts. You are trying to form receptivity inside you, but the receptivity that you will have in your mental world or physical world will be very limited. You feel that you have the capacity to receive, that you already have a vessel inside you. But you have to know that that vessel is very limited. But if you do not expect, but only give, then the problem of receptivity belongs to the master. At that time, the master is bound to give you everything in boundless measure, and at the same time to create the receptivity in you. When you give, then the master has to give. And in order to give, he also has to make the vessel. He has to make it very large so that he can pour in the amount that he wants to give. So when you meditate on my transcendental picture, try to empty yourself. If a thought comes, whether good or bad, just throw it into my picture. Each time a thought strikes your mind, feel that it is an attack and let me have this attack. Do not encourage any thought whatsoever. In this way, keep your vessel absolutely empty. If you empty yourself and give me all your thoughts and undivine qualities, then I can fill you with peace, light, and bliss. You have to know that I'm ready to accept everything that you have and everything that you are. If you only want to give me the good things, that is not right. You should give me both the good and the bad. If you have fear, doubt, or any negative thoughts, look at my picture and throw all your obscurity and impurity into me. Don't worry about me. I will throw these negative forces into the universal consciousness. But if you hold on to these things, you will only suffer. When undivine thoughts enter your mind, you actually become weak. If you doubt someone, you may think that you have achieved something, but no, you have only become weak. When you become jealous of someone, it is as if a heavy burden has been placed on your shoulders. Naturally, you become tired and exhausted. Today, if you have one wrong thought, tomorrow you will have 100 wrong thoughts, and there will be no end. When you have, say, jealousy, you inwardly communicate with the person you are jealous of and offer him your jealous thoughts. In the mind, you are formulating the thoughts or ideas, and you are consciously giving these to him. In the same way, any idea which comes, you can throw it into me. The moment you talk to me inwardly, you are giving me your thoughts. When you do your morning meditation, if you have not accumulated any mental garbage during your sleep, if your sleep was not disturbing but very sound and deep, if you have no restless feeling, then there may be nothing undivine that you have accumulated. At that time, you can enter into me with joy, love, and peace. If you can enter into me with such divine qualities, then you should feel that it is like dealing with your own father. A child is coming to his father with such joy to give him a penny he has found in the street. The child could have bought candy with it, but he felt the necessity of giving the penny to his father. The father is so happy that his son wants to give him his only possession. Then the father will give the child much more than the child has offered. He will give the child $1. In the spiritual life also, if you give me something good or positive, a little love, a little joy, a little peace, then immediately in return I will give you love, joy, and peace in boundless measure. I will give you God only knows. I will give you. God only knows how many times more than you have offered me. If it is something bad that you are giving, then it will enter into my inner ocean. If it is a negative thought, an absurd or false notion, I will take care of it. And if you say I'm giving you what I have unconditionally, I do not expect anything, then I assure you that what I give you will be in boundless measure beyond your imagination, far beyond your expectation. Sometimes I tell you to meditate on a particular quality, such as joy. Joy is something abstract, but you can imagine my face. Think of my face when I have been smiling at you or at anybody else. When you see that I'm smiling, a very subtle smile, and there is joy all around my aura, then you know that this is my sincere smile. If you can see it, immediately it will give you tremendous joy. For those who arrived later, I'm reading on receptivity from the book Dependence and Assurance. My transcendental picture appears very serious and austere, but if you enter into the heart of the picture, it is all smile, all peace, all love, and all the other divine qualities. It is full of very solid joy, what we also call delight. But this is difficult to imagine. Hundreds of times you have seen your master's smiling face, but if you see a picture where I'm not smiling, then you yourself have to enter into my spiritual height or depth. If you want to enter into me, then identify yourself with my peace, light and bliss, and naturally you will get joy. But if you see a picture of your spiritual master smiling, or if you imagine my smiling face, then my smile will be recorded on the tablet of your heart. My smiling face will shine there, and then you can easily meditate on the quality of joy. Receptivity is most important in the spiritual life. One of the ways you can receive from me during meditation is through my eyes. But even if you are meditating with your eyes closed, if your soul is hungry for peace, then at that time peace will enter into you. If you are hungry for light, then light will enter into you. If you're hungry for any spiritual quality, then that quality will enter you. The mind may not understand, but here the mind is not at all necessary. When the soul receives something such as peace, light, or bliss, at times the soul wants to assimilate it immediately, and at times the soul wants to express it before it assimilates it. Assimilation is always good, and again, expression is also good. In many cases, I see that the souls are eager to assimilate the divine quality and keep it for 5 hours or 5, 15 or 20 days and then express it. But in other cases, I see that in a few hours' time or in a day, the soul wants to express and reveal and manifest. When assimilation is not done first, then expression may be difficult, very difficult. Receptivity, dependence on assurance. This is the book I took it from. This is the cover again, a John Nakala, an artwork, one of many thousands. And coming now is a film on a parade that disciples in New York did on the street to celebrate their master's first 20,000 artwork in Queens, in Jamaica, Queens. So if everything goes well, I will go to the video now.